All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. So, Great White parts ways with Mitch Malloy. Mitch Malloy, who could have been the lead singer for Van Halen, has been singing with Great White for the last few years, and he's been replaced by Andrew Freeman from the band Last in Line. Here's the story. Great White has parted ways with singer Mitch Malloy. Malloy had been in Great White for nearly 4 years, having joined the group in 2018. And Great White guitarist Mark Kendall commented, Andrew brings another vocal perspective, a different grit in his delivery. All right. Well, here's the thing about Mitch Malloy. Right? He's a really smooth sounding vocalist, right? His voice, I think, can morph into different things. I think he sings the Van Halen material really well. I really like his solo material. A lot of people aren't aware of all of the music that Mitch Malloy has done on his own, but it's all very high quality. And at times it kind of borders on almost like a lighter AOR style, which maybe is one of the reasons Great White decided, look, we need somebody grittier. We need to go in the direction of like a Steven Tyler. However, if you go listen to Mitch Malloy sing Dream On, which he does online, he does this acoustic version of it. I played it for a couple of people and they're like, this is as good as Steven Tyler. I mean, they were just blown away. So I think Mitch Malloy does have this ability to kind of morph into different things vocally when he needs to. They say here a different grit. So they weren't happy with something that Mitch Malloy was doing or not doing. He is a great frontman. He looks the part. He brings a certain element of I don't know, like Robert Plant, like old Robert Plant, or so you'd see somebody on stage and you go, yeah, that's the lead singer. He brings that persona to it, but maybe he was a little bit too much in that mold for Great White. Maybe they want more of a grinder, somebody who's just, again, a different vocal perspective. I think they were fair to say that. Andrew Freeman, who is a really good singer, we'll see how that sounds, though. He goes on to say, this is Mark Kendall, the guitarist, we're so proud of our past. We're humbled that our fans have stood by us all these years. Andrew being here now is the next chapter. We couldn't be more excited for fans to hear him sing the hits and help us to forge ahead. Added Freeman, I'm absolutely honored to contribute to Great White. I'm fully aware of the history of this band and its brotherhood. Let's rock. In a separate statement on his social media, Mitch Malloy said, since I have the best fans ever, I want you to be the first to know that I have moved on from Great White. It's interesting how one side says I've moved on, the other side says we've moved on, but they're implying that we decided that Mitch Malloy is gone. Mitch Malloy is saying, I've decided to move on from Great White. That's how it's implied. It sounds pretty mutual here. So it's probably a little of both. We have been headed, he goes on to say here, we have been headed in different directions over the past year. Maybe Great White wasn't really thrilled about the whole Mitch Malloy Van Halen experience. Maybe they were thinking, he's doing Van Halen music and we're doing Great White music, and he seems to be doing really well, although I'm not sure if he's done more than that one concert, but that one concert that he did went really well. Anyway, he says, I will see you all on the road soon. I'm excited about new adventures ahead, especially with the Mitch Malloy VH experience and my acoustic storytellers show. Great White's current lineup is rounded out by Michael Lardy on guitar and keyboards, Audie Desbrow on drums, and Scott Snyder on bass. A year ago, Kendall praised Malloy, saying his addition to Great White made the songwriting process easier. He said, with Mitch, I just send him music and he comes back with a song, which is really inspiring that he can do that. So it seemed to be going well, and then something gummed up the works. So I'm not sure if it was Mitch Malloy doing his VH experience thing, or Great White suddenly realized that they needed a grittier, bluesier sounding vocalist, which, I can understand their point. They make a good point. Mitch makes a good point. If they're going in different directions, then that's the end of that. I really thought this would be a long-term endeavor for Mitch Malloy, but the Van Halen experience is calling. And without an official Van Halen tribute or reunion out there, and Mitch kind of nailing both the Dave and the Sammy parts when he needs to, I think it's a pretty good idea for him. Probably will earn him a lot of cash out there on the road, which these days it's kind of difficult to do. You can't sell a lot of records, that's for sure. So maybe he didn't want to record a new album with Great White. There's a lot of speculation here. I kind of know Mitch Malloy. I've had a few emails back and forth with Mitch, and he's really good at what he does. And the best of luck to him. The best of luck to Great White, who continue to at least want to do what they're doing, so much so that they hired yet another singer. This will be this is their fourth vocalist. So, Great White continues and Mitch Malloy continues. So it's good news if you're into the old stuff, right? The old stuff continues on. You should check out some new stuff like my buddy Zadra. Here he is, August Zadra, plays lead guitar for Dennis DeYoung, has a new album out also. While it's sitting here, this band Fortune, amazing stuff. Level Ground is the name of this if you want some good new melodic rock for your aging collection. There you go. All right, people, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, Patreon for $1 a month, and I'll see you soon.